Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Meredith E. Phillips. It is time. It's time to draft a new book. If you're new around here, welcome on in. Let me give you just a little rundown of the sitch. Back in October of 2025, I got a 2-book deal with Bantam Dell, an imprint under Penguin Random House. I am so excited about it. Book 1 is A Rogue's Guide to Winning a Wife. That book is due out in spring of 2027. We're like a year, maybe even less than a year from release date, which is pretty exciting. I don't have the exact pub date yet, but hopefully that's coming soon. I have no idea. That book currently is off in copy edit land. I am supposed to get that back in a couple weeks so I can, review the copy edits. But in the meantime, I have been working very hard on an outline for the second book in that contract. Book 1 introduces you to Christopher, who is the main character in that book, and he has a group of best friends, and book 2 is going to follow one of those best friends. So at the end of the last vlog, I believe that you should have seen from me, I sent off the outline to my editor to kind of get her thoughts on it, final approvals, etc. And she emailed me back yesterday, March 31st, and said it looked pretty good. She had a few notes on a few things, which were great, but like pretty easy to implement. She didn't have any kind of major things where she was like, yikes, this whole sequence here doesn't really make sense, or she wasn't suggesting any kind of major like plot changes necessarily. So I feel really good about all that. I've noted things in my Scrivener document here, and this morning I sat down and I started writing chapter 1. I got 1,000 words in, 1,009 words to be exact. Are they good words? Probably not, but they're there at least, and I'm on my way. Here I go. As I was emailing my editor back yesterday to thank her for the feedback and kind of address some of the questions she had, I realized that today was going to be April 1st, and I was like, wait a minute, didn't I start writing Rogue's Guide on April 1st, 2024? Yes, I did. 2 years ago exactly, I started writing A Rogue's Guide to Winning a Wife, which was not what it was titled at all at the time, but I thought it's so cool that it's exactly 2 years to the day that I am going to be starting book 2 for this little series. That's pretty exciting. It seems like, man, that seems like a really long time ago, but also like maybe yesterday. So I have the entire process of writing that first book here on my channel. There's a whole playlist titled A Rogue's Guide to Winning a Wife. And if you want to start back at the very beginning, you could. I don't know if you want to do that, but it's there for you in case you want to do a little binge. So I did my little printed out word chart. I'm pretty sure I have this as a download for you guys. This is just something I made for myself on Canva. I like it, so cute. Look at the little clip art. I like having this out on my desk where I can note how many words I wrote and what the total word count is as I draft. That's just sort of satisfying to me to see it fill up as the month goes on. I also really love starting at the beginning of the month if possible. Like, that's just satisfying. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited that I got to start this today. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's like a downloadable version. I forget if it's on my website or what I did last time, but anyway, I'll put something in the description. So if you want a word tracker, you can grab the ones that I've created for myself. They're like perpetual calendars, so you can use them for whatever month you're starting. So it's been an exciting couple of days. I'm really excited to get this draft like finished, and then obviously start the multiple rounds of revisions that I'm sure it'll need. I'm really hoping that this first draft comes out pretty strong. I had success last summer with a really detailed outline. I had some feedback from my agent on the outline, and I drafted a pretty strong first draft of a completely different book. I did the same process this time around, a lot of outlining. The outline ended up being 40 pages long. And my editor's comments were great. So I'm really hoping that this first draft comes out decent. It's still going to be a first draft. It's still going to need a lot of work, but Hopefully it'll need slightly less work than previous first drafts I've done. We'll see. This is also the first book I'll be drafting like on a deadline under contract, so to speak. Obviously, when I was drafting Rogue's Guide, I was not agented. I didn't have a book deal on the table, so I could take whatever time I wanted for that. But this time, there are like deadlines in place. My editor had originally said, this was a while ago, so I might need to like kind of check back with her and make sure we're still on the same page. But a while back, she had said she's hoping to see a draft from me for this book by October. I think that's very doable. And by draft, she does not mean first draft. I'm going to finish the first draft in like a month, okay? That's how I work. But she wants to see a relatively polished version of the book by October. That's a little bit of a time crunch, honestly. Like, I'll do it. I'll do it. But I am just a little like, oh my gosh, that feels so much like the timeline on this is just so much shorter than I've had to deal with before. Rogue's Guide, I said, you know, I started draft 1 exactly 2 years ago today, and it's now off in copy edits. So, and I've had some downtime with that where I haven't been working on it. I've been doing other things, but most of the last 2 years has been focused on that book, and it's taken 2 years to get to that point, and I have less than a year, less than a year now for this book to be developed to the point that it will be also off in copy edit land, which is it's a little crazy. So anyway, there are like some additional external pressures and new kinds of anxieties that are manifesting already. So all I need to do for this month is get to work on this draft and hopefully finish it. I don't know how this is going to work though, because like I said, mid-April, I am expecting to get the copy edits for Rogue's Guide back. Those are on a pretty tight turnaround time. I only have 2 weeks to complete the copy edits. I've never had a copy edit on my work before, so I have no idea how long it will take me to go through those. Is this the kind of thing where it's like, oh, I could really get it done in like a week? Great. Or is it gonna be like, I need to work on this every single day for hours for 2 weeks in order to get it done in time? I don't know. Also, sorry if the lighting is going like in and out. There's clouds and whatnot happening. Okay. We'll have to just kind of flex and see how things go when those copy edits come in. What I'd really love to be able to do is kind of split my time and do drafting in the morning and then work on copy edits later in the day and kind of do both at the same time. I really hate the idea of completely putting aside the draft and like not looking at it for 2 weeks so I can do the copy edits. I just feel like I don't want to lose the momentum, you know? So we'll see. We'll see. It's a new experience. We'll see how it goes. So anyway, that is the little update for the moment. I'm very excited. I haven't drafted anything in, well, a little while. When was I drafting the other book? Like September to October. So it's been a few months since I've drafted. But I'm really excited to be back with some of these characters again. Like I said, this is book 2 in a series. And so they're sort of like interconnected standalones, basically. But I'll have like some of the characters that you met in book 1 in Rogue's Guide. They'll show up again in this book. So very fun. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this all turns out. So I will be back again when we're doing more work over here. All right, work is done for the day. I did my little walking. I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm very proud of myself for keeping this up. I didn't have the little walking pad thing in January, but I started it. I did it for 4 days in February and then I got sick, like actually really ill. So I've only missed a few days for the sickness, and then When I was at the little like writing retreat thing, I wasn't going outside. Ew. So anyway, I'm keeping up with it so far. This month we're up to 25 minutes a day. It is now 4:40. I have written 1,000 words for the day. I need to write another 1,000. So we didn't chat about this earlier, I don't think, but my preferred method of first drafting is to just get it done as fast as possible. I was raised on the NaNoWriMo 50,000 words in a month school, and that works for me. I know that doesn't work for everyone. It doesn't need to work for you. It's fine. But I really like that. It works pretty good for me. So I like to do 2,000 words a day on weekdays. Weekends, obviously, I don't have to go to my day job, so I have more time, so I can do more over the weekend. I was looking at my little word tracker for Rogue's Guide, and I did 58,000 words in 24 days, which is pretty fast. I don't really need to do that necessarily. That would be pretty awesome if I could get through it that fast. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I am going to aim for 2,000 words a day. And like I said, I did 1,000 this morning. I need another 1,000. I don't know if I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish that before I need to go fix dinner. But we'll be back here after dinner to also continue the wordage. Let me get to work and see what I can do in the next maybe 30 minutes. We don't have a complex dinner tonight, so I think I can do 30 minutes and hopefully get, a few hundred words at least. All right, I made it to 1,500 words. I don't know how to write anymore. There's a lot of dialogue happening. Anyway, it's fine. I find that a lot of times as I'm first drafting, I'll be in the middle of writing and thinking like, oh my gosh, this is literally so bad. And then later I'll go back and read it and I'll be like, okay, it's first draft, but it's not like the worst thing. So it's probably fine, but it's 5:20. I need to go get dinner started. So we'll be back to this a little later, and I'll do the last 500 words, hopefully, for the day. This dog, this one right here, do you see her? She looks so cute and innocent. We had a full trash bag in the trash can, and we took it out and realized it was like slit down the middle. So we had to put it in a different trash bag, and I leaned the trash bag up against the gate here while she was having her dinner and rolling this ball around getting the dinner out. I turn around after like 2 seconds, and who is trying to eat the trash bag through the gate? This dog right here. This one. Yeah, you. She tried to eat the trash bag through the gate. She's trying to deny it. But I know what I saw, and the teeth marks on the bag do not lie. Are you sorry? She's not sorry at all. That's the end of day 1. I'm done with chapter 1. Is it good? No. It's pretty bad, but that's okay. That's okay. We're getting into it, we'll get there. It's fine. Chapter 1 is done. 2,100 words. I'm pleased with that. So it's 10 after 8. I've had a headache since yesterday. It just will not go away. I've taken so much ibuprofen and it's just like, no. So anyway, I'm tired. My head hurts. I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you back here tomorrow. So my mom had texted me and wanted me to look through some old stuff to find some old photos and send them to her. I looked through some old stuff and I found said photos and I am going to send them to her. I also found this. I'm not sure exactly when this was taken, but I'm pretty sure it's like 2000, 2001. So we had like a family computer in the computer room / dining room. The pajamas I'm wearing, I still have that pajama top. I still wear it like pretty frequently. It's a good pajama top. So anyway, that's who's now writing Regency romance. I don't know. Anyway, hi, it's Thursday, April 2nd. I didn't film anything this morning. I just was like, I'm not going to film anything this morning. I did do a pretty good job though. I've gotten 986 words. So I'm almost halfway there for the day. I started chapter 2. Chapter 2, I will say, is going better than chapter 1. Chapter 1 was, she's a little rough. She's probably going to need a pretty massive rewrite eventually. It felt very, I don't know, like you're starting a new book. I've been with these characters in my head for a while, but this is the first time they're like really on the page and we're in their head, They were in book 1, so they're familiar, but I'm not like overly familiar with them yet. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah, chapter 1 yesterday was a little rough. The second chapter is going better. So it's late though. It's almost 5 o'clock. So I'm going to write for a little bit and then go make dinner and then come back here and probably finish this up. So yeah, that's the name of the game. We're on chapter 2. I don't know if I'm going to finish chapter 2. Chapter 2 is going to be kind of split into 2 sections, sort of. It's really kind of 3 sections, actually. It kind of picks up where chapter 1 leaves off, but we've switched to the heroine's POV. There's a small section in the original setting. Then she leaves with her parents. They go home. They're in the carriage for a little while, chit chat. And then they get home and we've got not an inciting incident, but like an incident that's going to push her to pursue goals in a way that she hadn't been previously. Does that make any sense? So anyway, we're going through 3 separate settings, allegedly all within one scene. I don't know if that's quite how scenes work, but we'll figure it out. So currently I've just gotten them into the carriage. So we're on our way home from an event and that's what's happening. So let me get to work, try to get a little bit done and then go get dinner ready, I guess. I might need to rename this Scrivener document to not the actual working title of the book because I just tried to show you the little like word tracker thing in Scrivener and it also has the title in it, so I can't show you that. But it's after 6 o'clock. I'm sitting here. I have finished. I have 2,001 words. I'm in the middle of the scene. I think I'm just going to leave it because I really need to fix dinner. But yeah. At 4,197 words overall and 2,000 words for the day. That's the goal. So a little quick update for today, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for Friday. I can't believe it's Friday already. This week went by very fast. Yay, I guess. Hey everyone, so it's Saturday. It's Saturday, April 4th. I did not vlog yesterday. I did do my writing, and then this morning I deleted everything. I deleted everything I've done so far. I deleted like 7,000 words. And by delete, I mean like I took those documents and I moved them away and I replaced them with blank chapter 1s, 2s, 3s. So... all right, so listen, yesterday I sat down and I was working, obviously, and man, it was really rough. It was really rough. And it's a first draft. Of course, it's going to be rough. And there's all the different pressures on me this time around that I've never had before. So I was kind of powering through those first couple chapters, the first couple days, just kind of thinking, it'll, you know, the flow will click in, the voice will click in, like we'll get there, just keep going. I got to the end of yesterday and I was just like, I kind of hate all of this. I really hate it. Like, not in an overly nitpicky way, not in first drafts are clunky and this is just clunky and I don't particularly love it. Like, I really didn't like it. There was something wrong on a deeper level than it just being like kind of a messy sounding first draft. So I went to bed last night and I was thinking about what to do, because I like, the thing that's really bothered me is not that the scenes are going off the rails or that like events aren't happening the way that they need to happen or something like that. It's the voice. The voice for the characters was not there at all. And it was just sounding real bad. So when I went to bed last night, I was thinking about it. And at first I was just like, you know, just keep going. We can go back and fix stuff later. Duh. Like, come on, you know, it's fine. Just keep going. And I thought, I don't want to get 30,000 words into this first draft and still be feeling like this is just wrong on a base level. It's one thing to go in and fix plot issues or dialogue or add in setting description, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's a completely different matter if like the whole chapter, the whole scene is wrong on a voice level. Then you're looking at like a whole rewrite basically. And I really didn't want to get way far into this draft and feel like the voice was completely off. So I decided, I think I'm just gonna start over. So this morning I got up, I duplicated the 4 chapters I had already worked on. I'd finished 3 chapters and I'd gotten like a few paragraphs into chapter 4. So what I did, because I didn't actually want to delete anything permanently, so I duplicated those 4 chapters I'd worked in. The original documents I moved to another folder in my Scrivener file. I labeled them old chapter 1, old chapter 2, da da da. And then I just deleted, in the duplicate version, I just deleted the text and I'm starting over at 0. I'd gotten about 7,000 words in. I forget what my word total was at. I'd gotten 6,100 words in. Not that far. And I figured, again, like, I would so much rather delete 6,000 words and start over than have to delete 30,000 words and start over. I'm only 3 days into this. Well, 4 as of today. So I started over chapter 1 this morning and it's much better. It's much better. I don't know what else to say, but it is better. The voice is more clear. I feel like I'm taking my time a little bit better somehow. I don't know. It's sounding better so far. I'm about 1,000 words into chapter 1 and I like it much better so far. So good. Let's hope that can continue. So it is, of course, Saturday, so I've got all day today. I'm trying to fight against the feeling of, oh, now I'm behind by like 6,000 words. I'm not doing that, okay? We're starting over. Day 1 is today, April 4th. I've got 1,000 words so far. I would like to have some good word counts today and tomorrow, if at all possible. So I'm going to aim, I think, for like 4,000 words today and tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. 4K, I feel like, is generally not my upper limit, but like we're getting close. 5K for a day is like, I'm really stretching. And the last thing I want to do is like burn myself out. We don't need to do that. So I'm going to aim for 4K today and tomorrow. We'll see how far we get. I'm feeling pretty good today. I slept through the entire night. Thank you so much. And so I'm feeling awake. I'm feeling peppy. I'm excited by how things went so far this morning. So I'm going to aim, you know, like I said, for 4,000 words for the day. And like, let's get going, you know. It's only about 8:30. So I've got plenty of time. Although I do have a few other things I need to do this weekend. I have to send some emails. I don't know if I'm allowed to like say anything about this. I don't know why I wouldn't be allowed to, but I don't know. I have to request some things of some people and I'm a little, it seems so audacious, honestly, to send these emails, but I have to do it. So I have to work on that at some point this weekend. But anyway, I'll do that on my own time. Let's go ahead and draft the new chapter 1.
Hi, Mr. Man. You're being such a good boy. Yeah, you're being a good boy. Can you see him over there? Look at him being a good boy.
Okay, it's about 11:30. I've written 2,400 words so far today, and I'm done with chapter 1 again. I like it so much better. It came out so much better. Oh my gosh. The voice is more clear. I don't know if it's perfect, but it's better than the first attempt. So I'm going to take a little break. It's a little early, but I'm going to take a little break. I put in some laundry already, and I'm going to have lunch, and then we'll get started on chapter 2 again. It's fine. It feels weird to be like rewriting some of this, but I'm happy with how chapter 1 turned out.
What are you doing? Are you being a good boy? Are you going to come sit with me? What do you want to do? Are you going to come in, or what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, Mr. Man.
All right, it is about 1 o'clock. I am 3,300 words in for the day. I'm definitely feeling a little tired, so I'd like to wrap this up in the next hour, write another 700 words or so, hit 4,000 and be done. I'm still on chapter 2. I did copy paste like maybe 200 or 300 words from those original chapters I wrote, because there were a couple lines that I was like, okay, that was kind of a banger, but most of it I'm leaving. So yeah, I've copied a little bit of that over, but not anything significant. I don't know if I'm gonna finish chapter 2 today. Chapter 1 ended up being pretty chunky. Where is it? It's at 2,500 words. Yay. I mean, that doesn't really matter for anything, but that's what it's at currently. So let me work on getting these last 700 or so words, and then I'll be done with this for the day, and then I get to do some more writing. Some more writing for that thing I'm not sure I'm like really supposed to tell you about. I don't know. Anyway, I've got some other stuff to do, so I need to get this done. Alright, sorry it's dark in here, but as you saw, it is in fact raining. So it's kind of late in the afternoon. I finished a while ago, but I ended up with almost 4,600 words for the day, which is pretty dang good. I finished chapter 2 again, so that's good. I feel good. I'm very glad I restarted these and just started over. I feel like these came out much better than the original versions, so happy about that. I'm excited to get to chapter 3 tomorrow and hopefully do another 4,000 words. Pretty good. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, good morning. It's like 11 o'clock. I have been working, like you saw. I slept in today until 5:45. I'm doing fantastic. But yeah, I sat down around 9 and just kind of got myself going on all of this. I've gotten 1,500 words so far, which isn't really good for like almost 2 hours of working, but that's where we're at. I'm rewriting chapter 3, and overall between yesterday and today, I'm at like 6,000 words. So we're almost back to, we're like 100 words away from where I was originally. So that's great. I feel good about that, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to try to get through maybe like the rest of 3, obviously, and then maybe chapter 4 today. I think I can do a whole other chapter. Yeah, I do feel like I'm going maybe a little slower, which I'm not mad about necessarily. I feel like I'm taking a little extra time to like stick in little pieces of backstory where they might be appropriate. We've even got some setting description. I don't know, I've been describing the setting like a little tiny bit, just a little sprinkle. So anyway, that's where I am. I'm just going to keep going. It's only 11 o'clock, like I said, so let's see if we should be able to hit 2,000 words for the day before noon. That shouldn't be too terribly difficult. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Pretend I filmed a little montage there for you. I did, but it turned out all blurry. So anyway, it's 1:45, 10 till noon almost. I'm going to take a break. I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours. I've gotten 2,200 words. Overall, we're at 6,800 words. So we have surpassed where I ended up before I deleted everything. I'm doing good. I'm done with chapter 3. It turned out fine. I like it. Again, put in a little extra backstory and whatnot. So yeah, now we're on to chapter 4. What is happening in chapter 4? We're going to a little party. We're doing a lot in chapter 4, honestly. It should be fun though. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get some lunch, chill for a second, and then be back to this. I still need another 1,800 words for the day to hit 4,000. I think I can do that this afternoon with not too much problem. So lunch first, and then back to this. Alright, still trucking along over here. It's 1:45. I'm at 3,400 words for the day. We're in a little like a mini party scene, and my 2 main characters from the first book, Rogue's Guide, are in this scene, and we maybe kind of devolved into like too much banter between the 2 of them. So it's fine. It's first draft, but it's there for now. It's very cute, honestly. But yeah, so I'm excited to keep going. I'm like 1,200 words into this scene already. So I'm going to try to finish this up in the next... I don't know if I'm going to finish it. There's a bunch of stuff that has to happen in this scene. But anyway, I only need another 500 or so words to hit 4,000 for the day, which I can definitely get another 500 words. We'll see how much more I can do beyond that. I'm at 8,000 words overall. So that's good. I'm glad about that. So we wrote some words today. I think it went pretty well, if I'm being honest. I really like how this last scene turned out. It's very good. So that feels good to end on that kind of thing for today, especially since the weekend started out with me just starting over. That was such a good choice. I'm so glad I just went for it and did it. So anyway, we're almost 10,000 words into the story, and I think that's where we're gonna end this vlog for now. I'll keep filming through the week and have more drafting updates for you in the next vlog, so stay tuned. I'm sure I'll make some sort of playlist. I'll link it in the description below. But for now, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, you can click the subscribe button. I usually post videos on Fridays. I think you're probably getting this on like a Tuesday. We might be still doing Tuesday, Friday by the time this goes up. I have no idea. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye!